Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the AEW Dynamite Event Center Wrestling Report. And now here's the man to give you that report, Mr. Eric M. Lima.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977, episode 1,580. That's right, we're on the 1,570s. We're at 1,580 episodes. And as you know, as we got about an hour and a half left of July, ladies and gentlemen, and I've already given my final thoughts, but now we're going to talk about the final AEW Dynamite of July 2024, and a lot of things that went down, and I'll tell you one thing, the stakes at All In could not be even higher than ever before. As you know, if you saw it in the reports, that tomorrow will be the expiration of Bryan Danielson's contract with AEW. Now, as you know, he plans on retiring from in-ring competition, and I know Tony Khan would like to extend his contract with AEW, but I don't know. But I'm hoping, for him that he does, and for his family. I know he had, he really made his name in the WWE as Daniel Bryan. I'm not going to say anything unless Daniel Bryan does make the move. Oh no, Bryan Danielson makes the move. Will he go back to the WWE as Daniel Bryan, or will he stay in AEW and retire there? But it all depends on what happens at All In, and that's going to be a huge deal. A little bit more on the subject. I'm just trying to kill some time here. Well, as I suspected, that stupid, moronic, Beavis-looking butthead, meat-headed jack-off fart knocker, a.k.a. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, a.k.a. MJF, comes out with the American title, thinks he's Mr. Captain America, he thinks he's the greatest American hero. Dude, you're not William Cat, alright? And we're not going to have Joey freaking Scarberry sing the theme song for you to enter the ring with. And you're not going to be escorted by Connie Selica anytime soon. I don't know what you're thinking, MJF. I don't know why you call yourself the greatest American. You don't represent our country, dude. Because you just represent yourself, dude. So why don't you save that I'm an American hero bullcrap for somebody that is a real American, like our men and women who are defending our country. They're the real Americans. They defend our freedom. And I say I salute them. And for the wrestlers who respect our men and women in the armed forces. Not some doofball with a Burberry scarf who's got a hair that looks like Beavis and he acts like a total butthead. That's why I call MJF a Beavis-looking butthead. He always will look like a Beavis-looking butthead. He's a Beavis-looking butthead. If I had the guts, if I were to sign MJF, I'd say, hey, look, it's the Beavis-looking butthead. And look at him, I'll just go, little thumb my nose at him. Have a lot of fun with him. So, anyways, he's addressing Will Ospreay, and he calls us a red coat terrorist. Are you free? What is wrong with MJF, man? Will Ospreay is one of the best wrestlers in the world, and as an American wrestling fan, I respect Will Ospreay. MJF, you're a doofus. The real MJF I respect, Michael J. Fox. That's the only MJF I will respect. Okay? You want to act like a jerk to everybody else, Maxwell Jacob Friedman? That's why I call you a meat-headed jack-off fart knocker. So that's the way it is. So I rather respect Michael J. Fox than respect Maxwell Jacob Friedman. He's a jerk. What a doofus. Anyways, so Will Ospreay had enough of hearing MJF running his mouth. Decided to try to go interrupts MJF, tries to chase him from the ring, and addresses MJF. And then MJF's got Lance Archer on his payroll, and as he Will Ospreay versus Lance Archer was a heck of a matchup. And Ospreay gave him it took 2 hidden blades to put down the Murder Hawk monster. After the match, MJF decided to attack him. But in a shocker, Kyle Fletcher, a member of the Don Callis family, attacks MJF and fights him off. And then he tells MJF, listen, and he tells Don, listen, I know Will wants me to stay out of family business, but this is my best friend, dude. I know no longer part of your Don Callis, but this guy's a brother. He's like my best friend. And he says, you think you're staying up for America? No, you don't care about America. You care about yourself. You're all about being yourself. This great country gave me. He said, his dream house, his dream car, his dream girl. And you know what? Kyle Fletcher, Will Ospreay, we were more than happy to accept you as American citizens. And I'll tell you one thing. We like Australia and we respect England too. And that's how it is, man. With me. Kyle Fletcher, you're a cool dude. You know? And then he challenges him to a matchup and then MJ goes, no, next week. So that would be a heck of a matchup. And then Alex Marvez interviews the Learning Tree, and Chris Jericho runs his mouth. Hi, guys. And hi, you Bob Barker hating goofball. You just made he's a Bob Barker hating, list making goofball. They said, oh, we haven't seen CMO Joe. We haven't seen Hook. Ketsuya Shibata. You're going to be getting the bad apple because you respect Chris Jericho. Come on, Brian Keith. You got another catchphrase saying that? Because if you look, respect for Chris Jericho, you eat the cake. And Alex Marvez, because Big Bill presented him with a cake, Jericho with a cake, and celebrating over 100 days as FTW champion for the world. And then Alex Marvez, he said, okay. He takes the frosting. Hey, not bad. Anybody want some cake? You know? Get some milk and everything else, and you're good. Anyways. So, the CMLL Women's Title Eliminator matchup, Willow Nightingale defends against, Willow Nightingale against Chris Statlander. Whoever wins, if Chris Statlander wins the match, he gets a title shot. And Stokely Hathaway gets involved in the matchup. Stokely Hathaway, that dude, I'm telling you right now, that dude looks like if Steve Harvey's DNA and Kevin Hart's DNA got mixed up in a blender in a freak science lab. Out pops Stokely Hathaway. And then when Chris Statlander was about to be desperate to win the matchup, Stokely Hathaway sneaks a chain behind Statlander. Statlander grabs it, nails Willow Nightingale with it, and for the 3 count, Chris Statlander wins. She gets a shot at Willow Nightingale, and then she proceeds to attack Nightingale with a chair after the matchup, although Aubrey Edwards did not see Stokely Hathaway sneaking the chain. But then when security tries to stop Chris Statlander, she attacks them, but then Stokely goes, wait a minute, save your energy. So, Bryan Danielson addresses the Greensboro, South Carolina crowd, and he says his contract is up tomorrow. He gets into detail about promised his daughter for 7 years. When she turns 7, Bryan Danielson will stop wrestling. Swerve Strickland, Prince Nana showed up, addresses him, and then Bryan Danielson said, okay, how about this? Title versus career. If I don't win the AEW title, I'm done. That's what he said. Bryan Danielson said, if I don't win the title, I'm done. I'll put my career on the line. They shook hands on that. Renee Paquette tried to interview him. And then Jeff Jarrett interrupts and said, yeah, it's the way, way to go. That's what I want to see. But then he said, and then Bryan Danielson smacked that cowboy hat and looks at Jarrett and says, you want to know if I'm really all in? How about me and you next week? And Jay Lethal and Sonny Jet like, whoa, wait. So, and Jeff Jarrett's got a lot to think about, man. He's got a lot to think about. So, anyways, trios matchup. The conglomeration consisting of Ring of Honor World Champ Mark Briscoe, Tomohiro Ishii, and former international champ Orange Cassidy to go against Roosh, the Beast Mortos, and Roderick Strong. Roosh, Mortos, and Strong win the match. So there you go. The Acclaimed addresses FTR. So we'll be at Collision. We'll hope we see you guys there. And then Renee Paquette sits down an interview with Mariah May. Mariah May says, I said all I had to say. Any more questions? No, it was a short interview. But then, as Excalibur, Taz, and Tony Schiavone were talking, here comes the AEW Women's World Champ, the timeless one, Toni Storm. She said, I loved you. But, you know, this will be a bloody romance at All In. And she is determined. And you see the look on Toni Storm's face. She is determined to kick Mariah May's butt and embarrass her in her home country. We shall see. But did you know that Toni Storm has dual citizenship? She's Australian and she's got British citizenship as well. This will be interesting for next. But then, Kamille went one-on-one with Brittany Jade. Kamille beat her easily. And then Mercedes Moné addresses Britt Baker after the matchup. And she basically said, because you got the match because of your actions at Comic-Con, but you've been suspended by the EVPs again. And I think, you know, I'm sure that Britt Baker does not mind waiting till All In. Then the main event. Darby Allin one-on-one with Hangman Adam Page. Adam Page and Darby Allin went all out in this matchup. But Darby Allin wins with a quick roll-up. And Hangman Adam Page thought with a quick count. Well, guess what? I personally can always see Darby Allin rearrange the face of the scapegoat, Jack Perry. At All In. It's going to be a lot of fun. Well, that is it. That's all the time we have on the show. Final day of July 2024. Final Dynamite of July 2024. August is tomorrow. It begins a new month. I will see you guys later. Tomorrow will be Press Your Luck. We'll get a Dugout Crew podcast at 3. Rant and Rave tomorrow at 8. Dugout Crew podcast will be on the David 3000 Network. Rant and Rave will be at 8 o'clock tomorrow on the Brandon Martin Network on YouTube. Both shows will be on the respective channels, those who I mentioned. So, that is it. Until then, and tomorrow will be my Network Throwdown Thursday. The first Network Throwdown Thursday of August of 2024. Join us there. Join me there if you can. Until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, please take us home.
That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, doing for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.